Hi, everybody. Welcome to Soul Purpose Yoga. My name is Susan Coffey, and we're going to have 75 minutes of pure bliss. I know 75 minutes, yikes. The 15 of those minutes are pure Shavasana, where we just lay down flat. For those who don't know me, I am certified in Vinyasa Yoga and in Yin Yoga. I'm also still working as a registered nurse. Yes, after many years. As you see, I have a lot of props. I think props are great. They make the posture easier to get into. So grab some pillows. If you have any blankets, grab some blankets. If you have sensitive knees like I do, you can use something for your knee. This is a gardening tool that you can always use a blanket, or a couple of beach towels to protect your knees. If you have blocks, that's great because I do use the blocks. Thicker are better for those that go into the studio, and where I sub at a couple of studios, we use the thick blocks. Water is always great to have. You don't want to be dehydrated. And if you have an essential oil that you particularly like, this is orange, yikes, I don't have my glasses on, fresh orange vanilla. It's delicious. You can always kind of put that on to set the mood. You can also use some incense. And if you do like incense, I know a lot of people have allergies. A lot of people don't like incense. If you do, always make sure that you buy an incense holder. You don't want the ashes going on your furniture. So with all that being said, we will start the class. Just a few things. Do not do any postures you do not feel comfortable with. That's number one rule. There really shouldn't be any rules, but that is a rule. And all the postures, we don't do any standing postures in this class because I'm not with you. That's why I choose not to do any standing postures. The highest we will go is a low lunge, but you're going to get a great mind body kind of slowing end of the day class, setting up a parasympathetic nervous system. And that's the intention I'm setting out tonight. So you can either start like me in lotus, or you can start lying down, because I always start with breaths, because we work all during the day on our sympathetic nervous system. So we're breathing up here in our thoracic area, and we're not getting the full benefit of breath. So we want to set up the parasympathetic nervous system and get that breath all the way down deep into the belly, into the abdomen. And that slows us down, helps to relax us, helps us get better into the muscles fascia for the posture, okay? So I will cue music in a minute, but first let's just inhale and then just let that breath out. So start to relax your shoulders, unclench the jaw. We clench our jaw in the night and even during the day. Gently close your eyes. That in turn relaxes our forehead, okay? So we're going to inhale through our nose. Get all that breath deep into our abdomen, expanding the abdomen on the inhale, holding for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhale out through your mouth, deflating your abdomen. Let's try that again. Inhale slowly through our nose, getting all that oxygen deep down inside the abdomen, expanding the abdomen on the inhale, and then counting for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhale out through your mouth. Again, inhaling slowly. Everything's with intention. Slowly inhaling that breath, getting it deep into the abdomen, expanding the abdomen on the inhale, holding for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhaling out through our mouth. So I'll let you continue on your own while we listen to a different version of Harvest Moon. And again, inhaling slowly, exhaling slowly, relaxing everything. And this is a good time to set an intention for yourself, just positive energy out to someone that needs it, someone that may not be with you, that means the world to you, or just out to the universe, as they say. Just a positive intention.
It's like children sleeping. You could be this night. There's a full moon rising. Let's go dancing. Music's playing. Let's go out and feel. Cause I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance tonight. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. Strangers, I watched you from we were lovers. I loved you with all. But now it's getting late, and the moon is climbing. I will celebrate, sweet shining. Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon.
Let's all take a deep breath in together, getting it down into our abdomen, holding for 3, 2, 1, and then exhaling out through our mouth, deflating the abdomen. So for those of you who are lying down, take your time. You can roll over to your side, and when you feel ready, you can meet us in lotus. Let's shake our legs out because sometimes they can get a little stiff, and point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Bring the legs back. The one that was in the front can now be in the back. The one that was in the back can now be in the front. So I like to get at all parts of the body. And we're going to start with the neck next. And I forgot to introduce, well, one of my assistants is here today, Monsieur Pierre Popcorn. Mr. Fenway Park is over there, not too happy, but we still believe. So again, if you have any disc problems, you can just continue with breath. You can participate, and I modify everything. So for this particular stretch for our neck, because we hold a lot of tension in our neck and in our hips, I bring the head down and I bring the head back. You don't have to go as far back as I do, so you can modify. But again, if you have pain, just sit and continue with breath. So we're sitting up straight. Our jaw is unclenched. Our shoulders are relaxed. Inhale. And then exhale and really drop that head. You can even round the shoulders. You really want to drop that neck. You want to get in the little tendons there between the occipital bone that connect onto parts of our clavicle, parts of the top of the back of the spine, top of the spine. And then inhale again, keeping that head down, exhaling. And now we're going to inhale slowly. I do bring the head all the way back, opening my mouth wide, still in the inhale. And then gently exhale, slowly dropping that neck. Really getting at the tendons all throughout up at the top of the shoulders, the back of the neck. Inhale slowly back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And slowly down. One more time. Inhale slowly up. And then exhale down. So keep the neck down. Inhale. Exhale. And then the inhale and look up to the right. Exhale down. Inhale and look up to the left. Exhale. Inhale up to the right. Exhale. And then inhale up to the left. And then exhale down. And just kind of go back and forth. Really trying to get at the nooks and crannies in the neck there. And let's inhale back up. And exhale. So we're going to take those legs again and shake them out. Let's bring that right foot inside the left leg. You can bring that leg out to the side, flex that left foot. We're going to do a fold forward over the left leg. So a few things I like to explain. As we're going forward, we don't want to be rounding. So we want to make sure that we're leading, as we're coming down, we're leading with the chest. It does not matter where you land. You can have your hands here. You can have your hands by your calves. Some of you may reach your foot. You may want to bend that knee. So it does not matter. Be conscious, and I have to remind myself of this, of that right knee not going up as we're going over, okay? So don't push yourself in. Again, if you want to use a strap or a scarf and place it in the sole of the foot, go right ahead. I find when I use a strap, when I'm taking the strap, I tend to kind of pull, and then I'm really putting a lot of tension on my shoulders. So I don't use the strap, but go right ahead if you prefer. So again, that left foot is flexed, right foot is inside of the right thigh. We're inhaling up and then over to the left, and then exhaling. As we're exhaling, we're leading with the chest, leading with the chest. Continue exhale. Then try to get the chest as close as you can to the top of the thigh, and then drop the head. Remember that right knee, keeping it down. Inhale the chin up, and then exhale, maybe going a little further. Another little trick I like is I take that left hand behind me, and then I grab onto my toes, and as if that left hand is just giving me just a little, I don't want to say push, but a little nudge forward. Inhaling and exhaling and trying to get at, you should feel this, maybe not, but in the back of your calf, maybe in the hamstrings. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Don't worry about how far down you've gotten. Yoga is not a contest. Again, it's a mind-body connection. And with each practice, maybe you go a little bit further. And let's slowly inhale up. Everything in this class is done very slow with intention. Let's bring those legs out together again and kind of shake them out. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. This time we're going to bring that left foot into the right thigh. I'm going to bring that right leg out, flex the foot, sit up straight, relaxing my shoulders, relax that jaw. Now a lot of us grind, including myself. Inhale the arms up, palms out. As we exhale, we're coming forward again, leading with the chest. Don't worry about where your hands land. Continue exhaling, and as you drop your hands wherever they may land, try to come forward, bringing that chest closer to the top of the right thigh. Left knee is on the mat. Inhale and then exhale and try to come down a little bit further, keeping that foot flexed. Now this time I take my right hand behind me, and then I exhale and I grab the top of my toes. If you want to bend your knees, if you don't want to go this far, that's perfectly fine. But this little, using my right hand, I'm kind of giving myself a little bit of a nudge to go forward. Inhaling and then exhaling. And again, hopefully you're feeling this in the calf. Some of you may feeling in the hamstrings. But what we're trying to not do here is my shoulders are rounded a bit, but we're trying to not be really rounded, like so to get to that foot. Some people will just be kind of rounding to get to that. You don't want to do that. You want that chest to be up. And then drop the head. And we're going to slowly come back up again. Very, 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 very slowly. Great. Let's bring those feet in together. Let's bring the hands behind us and shake the feet out. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. So let's cross over. I'm going to face this way. We're going to go into our table. I am going to use my gardening tool to protect my knees because I'm on a hardwood floor. So I'm going to grab that. So for table, of course, your elbows over your hands, your knees hip width apart, and your fingers spread out. This is table. And we come back to table a lot. And your feet are flat. The tops of your feet are flat on the mat. Again, I like to get at every part of the body. So we're going to go after the toes. We want to flex those toes in order to, just kind of wake them up. Or it's the evening, but we're trying to get those toes because a lot of times they're in shoes and they're kind of crunched in. And we're also getting at that plantar fascia that goes from the top of the foot to the heel. Okay, so we're going to bend the toes, and you can stay just like this because we're doing what we want to do. We want to flex that foot, keep those toes flexed. So many two other options. If you want to go a little further, you can kind of rock back and forth. And if you really want to go all the way back, inhale and then exhale and sit back and place your hands on the top of your thighs. Again, this may be yikes. If it is, you can go right back down again to what's comfortable for you. We're going to inhale and exhale. And it's more of an exercise than a posture. I would suggest doing this every day, maybe every morning when you get up. Before I go to work, I do maybe 15 minutes of certain postures, and this is one of them because I find that I'm very tight, especially in the morning. So this just kind of helps get the body, this kind of just helps the feet. From being so stiff. And that when that fascia gets tight, it can cause plantar fasciitis. And as you know, anything itis is inflammation, which is not good. Unclench the jaw, continue breathing in and out. And then when you come down, I'm going to spank the top of those feet out. Great. So we're going to do another exercise here. I'm going to take that left foot and bring it out to the side. Abdomen in. So inhale, that leg is out to the side. And then we want to exhale and bring it behind us. Cross it over and look back over your right shoulder at that left foot. I'm going to inhale it back. Exhale it, cross it back, looking back at that foot. Inhale it. Oops, there goes one of my pillows. Inhale it to the side. Exhale and look back at that left foot. And then inhale it to the side. I'm going to bring that. Let's see, which arm do we want to bring under this time? We want to inhale that left arm up and then exhale it underneath the right. But it's not going to go all the way yet to thread the needle. We are threading the needle, but we're not going all the way down yet. Inhale the left arm back up. Exhale it underneath the right arm. Inhale it up. And this time we are going to go, I'm going to grab a block. We are going to go all the way under. Right arm goes out, left arm underneath. You really try to stretch that left leg out. Inhaling and exhaling. We're threading the needle, just a little different way of doing it than I normally do. If you want to place the left side of your face on a pillow, go right ahead and do that as well. So let's slowly bring that right hand in. Inhale the left arm back up. And then place the left arm down and bring that left leg in. Great. I'm going to have to move my bolster. Again, I love my props, as you can see. So we're going to inhale that right leg out to the side. And then exhale it behind us. And this time we're looking over our left shoulder at that right foot. Inhale, use your abdomen to bring that right leg over to the side. Inhaling, and then exhaling, looking behind. Inhale, and then exhale, looking behind. And then inhale it back over to the side. We're going to thread that needle again. I'm going to inhale the left arm up this time and exhale it underneath that left arm. Inhale it back up. Exhale it. This time, inhale it up. And we're going to bring it all the way through, threading that needle, bringing that right arm down. I'm going to place my side of my right face on a block. Left arm goes out straight. Right leg is still out to the side. I know this is a little bit different than I normally do thread the needle, but we are threading the needle. Inhale and exhale. And again, if you can't get your face all the way down to the mat, which I totally get, you can also use a block or a pillow. So let's slide that left hand back down close to us. Inhale that right arm all the way up. And then exhale that right arm down, left hand down, right leg in. Great job, everybody. So we're back into our table. We're going to do a little balancing here. And again, I modify and go to what's comfortable to you. We're going to do it's a dancer pose if we were standing, but where we're doing it not standing, it's really called a table dancer. So we're going to exhale that right leg out. The weight is on the ball of that right foot, and we're kind of going back and forth on it. And again, only go to where you're comfortable. We're going to inhale that left arm up. You can stay right here. And exhale. You can inhale that right leg up, squeezing the right buttock, flexing the right foot, looking straight at it, something that's not moving, called your dristi. If you want to go a little bit further, left palm out, grab the top of that right foot and push that right foot into that left hand. Looking forward at your dristi. And then let everything go. Go back down to table. Great job. Kind of swing the hips back and forth if you'd like. This time we're going to exhale that left leg out. Weight goes on the ball of the left foot. Looking at straight ahead at your dristi. Inhaling that right arm up. You can stay right here. Exhale. Inhale the left leg up if you like. Flexing that left foot. Balancing. Looking straight ahead at the dristi. If you want to take it a little further, flipping that right hand, the palm, grabbing the top of the left foot and pushing that left foot in. Again, you don't have to go as far as I am going. Go to what's comfortable to you. And then exhale everything back down. So let's do a posture that I find a little bit difficult as well. So I try to incorporate it into my practice. It's called puppy pose. And for those of you who have dogs and cats, they just do it naturally. So what we want to do is get our chest as close as we can. Some of you will get your chest right down to that mat, but we want to keep our hips up. So what we don't want is this. We want to keep the hips up, but try to get that chest as close. And a lot of times what prevents us is our shoulders can be very, very tight. And that's okay. If you only get halfway down, full disclosure, I don't get all the way down. I'm trying, but again, yoga is not a contest. So let's start. I'm going to push back a little further. Let's start in our table. Remember, you want to keep the hips at this angle. We're going to walk forward. And as we walk forward, we're going to try to get that chest as close to the mat as possible. So exhale down. Inhaling and exhaling. Really try to keep those hips up. You want those hips up. Again, some of you will get your chest on the mat. Great. Some may not. This is just really trying to help opening up those shoulders. Puppy pose. Great. So now we can drop it down. Let's come forward, exhale forward, bringing the abdomen slowly down, elbows in, and bringing the head down, forehead to the mat. So first we're just going to keep our hands right by our ears, forearms on the mat. Let's inhale and then exhale. And then as we inhale, let's slide those forearms, squeeze the buttocks, look straight ahead, and we're in our Sphinx. Inhaling and exhaling. Exhale the forehead back down. Inhale slowly up again, squeeze those buttocks, protect that lower back, look straight ahead, we're in our Sphinx. Exhale down. One more time, Sphinx. Inhale, back up, squeeze the buttocks. Weight is on those forearms, looking straight ahead into our Sphinx. So we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to go into a wide cobra. So let's exhale those arms, forehead down. Let's bring those arms out to the side. So they're out, the elbows are bent, the fingers are clawed. Almost like you're actually goal posting the arms, okay? So we're going to inhale up. And then exhale, bringing that right shoulder down and looking over. Really want that left elbow flex, looking over to the left. Inhale up. Exhale and bring that left shoulder down, looking underneath your right arm. Inhale up. Exhale, right shoulder goes down, looking underneath the left arm. Inhale up. Exhale, that left arm, looking underneath the right. And then let's inhale. And then exhale and come right back down. And bring those hands right by your side. Again, inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to sit all the way back right into our child's pose. I'm going to grab a block so the toes are together. Knees out, sit back, buttocks on our heels, forehead on the rim of the block. If you're using a block, you don't have to go. Arms out. Inhaling and exhaling. This is a delicious, wonderful pose, the child's pose. It just helps. It's a
a resting posture. It helps lower our pulse rate. Also stretches our lower back, mid back. And if you have your knees open, it's actually a hip opener. For those of you who cannot reach your buttocks to your heels, and I get it, grab a couple of pillows maybe, or a bolster, and then sit back on that. And that just helps get into the posture a little bit better. This is a wonderful resting posture. Unclench your jaw. And again, whenever you feel tired or you don't actually really want to get into a certain posture, you can always go into child's pose. So we're slowly going to come out of this. Take your time. Coming right back up. I'm going to continue to just sit on our buttocks. And we're going to do some arm postures, eagle arms. And what eagle arms does is help open up the whole chest, open up the shoulders. I'm going to modify it because I know it's hard to get into the eagle arms. But once we open up, you'll feel the difference. But I'm going to give 2 different ways to do it. Again, we're sitting up, abdomen in, arms out, extend the arms out, right arm. I have to remember this because we switch sides. Right arm, right hand on left shoulder, left hand on right shoulder. And we're in eagle arms. We want the arms to be up, looking straight ahead. You don't want to be down like so. So this is modified eagle arms. Okay. For those of you who may want to try to get a little bit further into it, and I have to remember, which ones? The arms go out, and let's see, the right arm was first. So the right arm underneath the left, and then we bring it all the way around. So the right palm is touching the left palm. And as you can see, I'm a little tight here, but I want to make sure that my arms are up. So either way you're doing this, the first way I showed you, modified way, or eagle arms like so, you want them to be up. So just do a little bit of, I'm going to come back and forth with this, sitting up and then sitting down. So we're going to inhale and come up. Make sure those arms stay up. And then exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then inhale one more time up. And then exhale, sitting down. Now we open those arms, spread them out on the exhale. Head slightly goes up, opening everything up. Wonderful, beautiful, great. So we're going to do that on the other side. And let's see if I remember which goes first. So modified version, arms go out. So this time the left hand goes first over the right shoulder. And then the right hand goes over the left shoulder. Modified eagle arms. You want to make sure the arms stay up, not down. If you want to get into it a little bit further, you can do not a modified version. So arms are out straight, right, and so right arm underneath left. So this time, no, wait a minute. Yeah, so I had it right. So the right arm wraps around. So the left palm is in the right palm. And as you can see, mine's not fully there yet because my shoulders are still a little bit tight, but that's okay. So I'm doing full eagle arms. You can do full or modified. Just make sure you're not down like so, okay? You want them to be up. So we're going to inhale, sitting up, and then exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, and then inhale up, and then exhale and come down. Inhale, and then exhale, and let it all release, opening up, even doing a little bit of a back bend. Wonderful. Let's exhale those arms right back down again. Go back into our table posture. And from here, we are going to go into a low lunge. So I'm going to grab my gardening tool. So we're in our table. We're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale. That right leg, 90-degree angle. I'm going to grab my blocks because I'm hunched over and I don't want to be. So I'm going to go use them in. I'm going to use them high, and I'm sitting up. And this is our beginning of our low lunge. Let's inhale, exhale, and then inhale those arms right up. Low lunge. Inhale the arms down. Exhale, bring them out to the side, to a T, to the right. Let's inhale those arms up. Exhaling down to the mat or blocks. Lift that left leg, but the ball, that left foot stays on the mat. We're in runner's lunge. Again, just like you'd be taking off for a 500-meter race. Squeeze that left buttock to protect the lower back. We're going to do a little twist here. Let's take that right arm and bring it up. Exhale it down. Left arm up. And exhale it down. And let's bring that left knee back down again. Inhale the arms up. This time I'm going to take that right arm behind our left thigh, left arm, inhale to a little bit of a back bend, and gracefully look over to the left. And then exhale it all right back down again, right back into our tabletop. Let's take a little bit of a child's pose here. Slowly, let's come back into our table. Inhale. Remember to keep that abdomen in. Exhale and bring that left leg to a 90-degree angle. So you see, I'm hunched over. I don't want to be hunched over, so I'm going to take my blocks. Inhale, the beginning of my low lunge. Left leg 90 degrees. Trying to keep myself up. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale the arms right up into our low lunge. Try to keep that abdomen in. Be aware of that. And then inhale the arms down to the shoulders, and then exhale out to the left. This time, let's take that left arm behind onto the back of the right thigh. Inhale that right arm and do a nice, beautiful, lovely back bend. Inhaling and exhaling.
And then exhale those hands down to the mat or blocks. Put some weight on the ball of that right foot. That leg lifts up, but the foot remains on the mat. Right into our runner's lunge. Again, like you're taking off for a 500-meter race. And from here, let's do our twist. So let's place that right hand on the mat or the block. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale the left hand down. Let's inhale that right. This is a little bit more difficult this way. And then exhale it back down. Right knee goes down, left knee goes down. And we go right back into our table. So we're going to go into our forward pigeon. I know some of you are like, oh, yikes, I don't like the forward pigeon. You can do it on your back, figure 4, if you prefer that. But let's just try to do the pigeon. It really helps get into, we have the piriformis muscle, each side of our buttocks, very deep inside each side of our buttocks. When they get tight, and they can from driving, from sitting, it can cause lower back pain and sciatica. So we're trying to get at that sciatica, piriformis muscle with pigeon. So I always suggest taking a pillow. And I think coming into it this way is a little bit easier than coming in from downward dog. So we're not doing any standing postures. So try it. So, and again, if you don't want to try it, you can just watch and see how we do it. Again, it's up to you. So we're going to come into a table. We're going to keep that abdomen and walk our hands out. Just a little bit. We're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale that right knee to the right hand. We're going to take our time getting into this. Then we're going to put the weight in the ball of that left foot again, so that left leg rises, but the left foot stays on the mat. So this gives us time to shimmy that right lower extremity. I've said it, I say it every class, it does not have to be parallel to the top. And don't lift. My mother, God bless her soul, would say never, but never lift, because you can injure yourself. You want this just kind of happening organically. So mine is not 100% parallel. That's fine. Exhale that left knee down, top of the left foot down. This is when I grab my pillow. I'm sorry, I should have grabbed it before. Left, put the weight back on the ball of that left foot to get that pillow underneath. I should have done that first. So it's underneath the right buttock, just kind of squaring our hips. Then bring the left knee down, top of the left foot, and sit right up. We're in pigeon. What we're aiming for is that right buttock, to stretch out that piriformis in the right buttock. You can stay up here, you can go onto your forearms, or you can place your forehead on a block. And inhale and exhale, relax everything. So hopefully you're feeling it in that right buttock. Unclench the jaw. So we're slowly going to come out of this. Start walking back. Okay, remove the block. Keep it handy. If you're going to use it again, keep the pillow handy. Let's place the weight on the ball of that left foot so that left leg rises. We remove the pillow. We come back into our table. We're going to walk our hands forward again. Keep that abdomen in. Exhale. That left knee goes to the left hand. The weight goes in the ball of that right foot. So the right leg lifts slightly, but the ball of the right foot stays on the mat. So this is, again, do not lift the lower extremity. I can't say it enough because I've seen people, not in my class, but in other classes that I participate in, they literally lift. And I'm like, ah. So we're just going to kind of shimmy that left lower extremity. Again, does not have to be totally parallel to the top of the mat. This is when we grab our pillow. The weight is still on the ball of that right foot. Pillow goes under the left side this time. Kind of underneath the whole area, but basically under that left buttock. Then we bring the right knee down, the top of the right knee, the foot slides back, and we sit up, and we're in pigeon. So this time we're trying to get at the right buttock. And you can slide down your forearm, or hand over hand, forehead on the hands, or forehead on a block. And just breathe. Unclench the jaw. And we'll slowly start to lift out of that. We're going to place the weight in the ball of that right foot again. We're lifting that leg, removing the pillow, and then exhaling right back into our table. And let's go right back into a child's pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's stay in the child's pose. I'm just going to keep my You can take a sip of water if you're thirsty. Actually, right now would be a nice time. Or you can just stay in your nice child's pose. Come out of our child's pose, come back into our table. Going to cross over into our ankles, sit back, bring those legs out in front of us. Take our hands. Last 3 fingers cross over, index finger touch, and thumbs cross over. And we're gonna go back each vertebrae very slowly, each vertebrae at a time, exhaling down. Really try to use that core, your abdominal muscles. And then inhale up, remove the pillow. Inhale those arms overhead, point the toes. Full body stretch. Unclench that jaw and close your eyes. we're going to go right into our butterfly pose. We're going to exhale and bring those arms out to the side. And inhale and bring the soles of the feet together. Butterfly. And this, excuse me, really helps open up. Excuse me. Our hip flexors and our hips. And just relax into the butterfly. If it's too much for your hip flexors, you can straighten your legs, come back and forth, in and out of it. But this is a very resting, restorative posture. I'm going to be a still butterfly, but if you want to be fluttering, you can flutter your knees. And just melt into this posture. Now, you can stay here if you have the props. We do this every class. We can make it even real restorative if you have the props. If not, just stay in your butterfly. If you have a bolster, pillows, blocks, you can join me. One block flat, the other slanted. I'm going to take my bolster and place it on the slanted block. If you have two pillows, one here, and then just kind of shimmy back. And then the whole spine is on that bolster or on the pillows. So we're going to exhale. Arms out. Soles of the feet together and just melt into this restorative butterfly posture. Again, if this is too much for your hip flexors, which I totally get, you can straighten your legs. You can go back and forth. This is also opening up our shoulders and our chest. Unclench your jaw. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. So for those of you who are doing restorative, you can bring your knees together. For those that are without using the props, you can stay in your butterfly. For those using the props, sit up. Remove your pillows or your bolster and your blocks. Come back down and join the rest of us that are doing it without props. Let's see what kind of time. Yikes, time is always of the essence here. So let's bring those knees in together. And we're going to inhale, bringing the knees towards our forehead, wrapping our arms around our calves, and going elbow to elbow if you can. If not, one hand under the right knee, one under the left. Give yourself a wonderful hug for doing a great job. You can flex and point your feet. And then slowly come back down. Bring the feet down. And let's just straighten the do a nice stretch for both our legs. Let's inhale the right leg up. Use our core, use our abdomen, okay? Exhale, straighten it out. Point and flex, point and flex. You can bring the hands behind that right thigh. Keep that foot flexed. Exhale out and then inhale and bring it in. And then you can point and flex, point and flex,
point, and flex. Let's exhale that right leg down. And use your core, use your abdomen. Inhale that left leg up. Point and flex, point and flex. If you'd like, take your hands, clasp them behind that left thigh, keeping the foot flexed. Exhale out, and then inhale closer to your body, and then point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Exhale down. So we're going to take our index finger and the finger next to it, and we're going to bring those knees up close. I'm going to wrap those two fingers around our toes into our happy baby. Inhale those legs up and keep them flexed. Inhale and then exhale and try to open them up wider. So we're getting at the hip and the hip flexors. And then you can kind of rock back and forth, just like a happy baby. And let's bring those legs in and then exhale them down. And let's see. We're going to do one more exercise one more posture before we get into our Shavasana. So we're going to do legs up against the wall, or also known as waterfall. So if you actually want to bring your legs up against the wall, you approach the wall with your knees bent, buttocks as close to the wall as possible. Inhale the right leg up, inhale the left, palms out. And this is so good for our circulation, bringing it down from our feet, ankles, all the way up through the circulatory system. So stay there if you're up against the wall. If you prefer to do waterfall, legs are bent, feet are on the mat, legs are bent. Try to bring those heels in a little bit closer to your buttocks. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and place the block underneath the coccyx sacrum area. Make sure it's comfortable. If it isn't, you can come in and out of this and make sure it's comfortable. Inhale the right leg up, inhale the left leg up, and splay those arms out. So it's called waterfall when we do it this way. If you don't have a block, that's fine. You can lift your legs right from the mat. And again, this is a resting posture, and it's another posture I always suggest doing in the evening. And my summer song. I hope everyone has enjoyed our summer. I know it's been weird weather, but we've had some great days. So while we're in this posture, make sure your jaw is unclenched. Do you want to dance? I hope everybody got to dance this summer, if not even dancing by yourself in your house. With some great music. So you can start bringing your right foot down, your left foot down. Inhale, remove the block, and go right into our full body stretch. If you're up against the wall, left leg, right leg, full. Everybody meet in full body stretch. And so we're going to go into our Shavasana. So if you want to take a sip of water, get yourself comfortable while we go into our Shavasana. Grab some oil. You can place in your palms, in your forehead, temples, neck. I'm going to dim my lights. So you can lay back. Sorry, I had ice in there. So lay back. You can have your head on a pillow. Splay your legs out, your arms out. Just get nice and comfortable for our Shavasana. And again, I'm going to dim my lights. And start to relax your feet. And your legs. You did a great job tonight. Remember the intention that you set. Start to relax your hands, your shoulders. Really important here is make sure that that jaw is unclenched. So open your mouth slightly. Eyes are closed, face is totally relaxed. And again, what I always kind of suggest is think of a happy time, a happy place. I was just talking to some people about Cunningham Park again, and baseball, and my father was a coach, my brothers played. There was no Title IX, so I couldn't play, but I practiced being a tomboy. So to me, that's how I start off, thinking about Cunningham Park. It's just gives me a good feeling right in the solar plexus, right there in the abdomen. Yours may be a child, grandchild, just a good memory. Start off like that, or it could be a color that you concentrate on. However, your thoughts are going to ebb and flow. Let them ebb and flow. Shavasana. I do read a short passage. Sometimes you're unsatisfied with your life, while many people in this world are dreaming of living your life. A child on a farm sees a plane fly overhead and dreams of flying. But a pilot on the plane sees the farmhouse and dreams of returning home. That's life. Enjoy yours. If wealth is the secret of happiness, then the rich should be dancing on the streets. But only poor kids do that. If power ensures security, then officials should walk unguarded. But those who live simply sleep soundly.
If beauty and fame bring ideal relationships, then celebrities should have the best marriages. Live simply, walk humbly, and love genuinely. All good will come back to you. So you can start wiggling your toes and your legs and your arms, becoming a little bit more aware of the room. I apologize, this is a little bit shorter Shavasana with the time. So for those of you who want to remain lying, you can stay lying down while we finish the rest of the class. For those that would like to come back to lotus, do it slowly with intention. Turn over to your side. Give yourself a nice side hug. And slowly start to rise, and we'll meet in lotus. Again, you can stay laying down for this. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's bring our hands to our lips, that we speak kind words to one another, especially now. Our hands between our eyes, known as our third eye, known as our intuition, that we think kind thoughts of others. We also think kind thoughts of ourselves. Back to heart center, that the light in me acknowledges the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this evening. Again, my name is Susan Coffey. If you have any questions about anything, you can reach me at soulpurposeyoga@gmail.com. Soul being the Latin version of sun, S-O-L. I hope you have a great evening, a great week, and thank you for joining me, everybody. Peace.